and welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. Happy 22nd of December and happy 96th birthday to my Nana. It's her birthday today. She lives in Australia. I say currently, I don't think that's going to change. She's 96. She lives in Australia. She is in a home. She does have Alzheimer's, but she's happy, and that's all that matters. So let's get going today. Looks like we've got quite a few bitty bits today, quite a few different colours joining together, so that should be nice, even if it is more colours used, as in more having to get out the pots and kit up and tip out and tip back and all the rest of it. But I'm liking the way this picture's coming together, and I've been itching to do this picture for so long that I'm really enjoying doing this as an advent calendar. I might even do some other maybe smaller ones like this where I sort of scatter what I'm doing about. We'll see how we go. But for now, we're nearly finished on this one. It's been a very quick month this month. The month of December does seem to have sped by. But let's get this completed. I've just remembered that somebody asked for a picture as well of a Lego Disney castle that I unboxed it on my channel quite a few years ago. So I'm going to see if I can find that before I forget on another video, because I forgot on the last one. So yeah, let me just pause. I'll get that one and then we'll get back to it. So I've found an image of it, but yes, it did get completed. So there you go. There's the image of the Lego Disney castle that I did. And then while I have my phone up for images, let me just show you that the kitchen cupboards are painted. New handles are on, and we just need to do the walls. So there you go. There's my little update of pictures. So let's zoom back in, zoomed out a little bit so it wouldn't be too bad. And now my battery's flashing. Let's get that done and then we can actually get back to it. Okay, round 3. So got out 498 for the plus symbol. So let's crack on. So yeah, we have finished painting the kitchen cupboards. We have changed all the hinges to soft close hinges, and we've changed all the handles to those black ones that I've just shown. We just need to paint the walls now, which may or may not happen before Christmas, depending on if we can decide on a colour. Because every time I get a tester pot of a colour and put it on the wall, it starts to look lilac, and I don't want lilac. So we will see how that goes. I say it may or may not happen. It's getting rather close to Christmas now. A little bit too close for comfort to think about finishing painting a whole kitchen, but having said that, we may just decide to do it all in a day. time will tell. Okay, so that is that symbol done, and I seem to be getting drawn to completing the top section before completing the bottom section on this one. I'm not sure why, but I'm just doing the colours that sort of pop out at me, and at the moment it's sort of the darker ones that I want to get covered up and done, but it's such a small square that it doesn't really matter sort of where you start, really. Okay, so let's get back to my list of questions, which I'm not doing wonderful at answering, to be honest, but it's a little bit on the spot. I'm not prepping for it in any way. Okay, done the where's the most relaxing place. This is a weird one. What have you only recently formed an opinion about? I don't know that there's something that I've recently formed an opinion about. I can occasionally change my opinion depending on more information, but I don't know whether I've recently formed an opinion on something. That, or I'm just thinking about it from the wrong sort of angle. But no, that's a weird one. What's the most heartwarming thing you've ever seen? These questions are getting weird. Like, if you've seen something, you know, that's really heartwarming, then fair enough, like it will pop straight into your head. But other than that, I don't know that there's something that pops straight into my head. It's definitely heartwarming moments, but it wouldn't be something that would be a story to tell. Don't know if I'm liking the way these questions are going. We're up to like number 40 something. I'm doing rubbish. What's the most interesting piece of art you've ever seen? I've seen art on the internet. I don't know whether I've seen it up close and personal to be able to form an opinion on that one either. What's something that you like to do the old-fashioned way? Oh, it's probably something for this. Probably something that I just prefer to do the way that it's always been done. I don't know if it's an old-fashioned way, but I'm definitely a single placer kind of girl in diamond painting, which of course is on my head every time I do these videos. What else do I like to do the old-fashioned way? Spending too much time thinking and not enough time talking about answers. Maybe these are ones that I should have prepped. What do I still like to do to-do lists. I like to write them. A lot of the time I much prefer to write things than type things. I just think it's something that shouldn't be lost too much. I think somebody commented saying pretty much the same thing. The form of writing is losing its way a bit, and it is a shame. It is a shame, definitely. Okay, let's see if we can find something that I can actually talk about a little bit more. Look at that, one short. Oh well, that's what sticking your pen in the pot is for. Would you rather go hang gliding or whitewater rafting? These questions are easier. I'll give you a choice of two. Which would you prefer? Probably hang gliding, I think. Possibly hang gliding. I can see it being a little bit more peaceful, should we say. Who has impressed you the most with what they've accomplished? Oh, so hard. Every member of my family has accomplished something and accomplished something great. I don't think there's one particular person that stands out. I think when I think of each and every member of family, there's something that they've accomplished for themselves, something that's difficult for them. So yeah, I can't answer that one as a single person standing out. How do you relax after a hard day of work? That's easy. I diamond paint. I have a project that is always set up in the front room, and that tends to be my go-to. I've just started listening to audiobooks. I've actually started listening to the J.D. Robb series that was discussed earlier. Did I miss that one, or have I not done it before? I don't know, but it's only one, so we'll stick the pen in the pot. So yeah, I've recently started listening to the J.D. Robb books that I was talking about on audiobook. So yes, I have sort of started at the beginning again. It's been quite a while. It's probably the one series that I probably have sort of run through from the beginning a couple of times, especially when it's been quite a few years since I last read one. Sometimes I only read the last few books, but more often than not I go back to the beginning. I find it's just nicer to sort of immerse yourself in the story and catch those little things. An audiobook is quite nice. I'm enjoying that for me, because I am a quick reader. I am a speed reader. So the audiobook is making me not do that, which means I think I will pick up more parts of the story in the fact that I'm not skimming some of the sections of a book. But yeah, definitely diamond paint, and at the moment diamond paint with audiobook is sort of my new thing. Only the past few days, but it's what I've been doing recently to sort of give me something to listen to. I quite often will use YouTube and stuff as well, but at the moment it's audiobook. And look, there's a load more ticks up there. Oh well. I feel like it's sort of sectioned off here. I think that's what it is. My brain's not looking at that top section when I'm doing the bottom section. Okay, what TV show or movie do you refuse to watch? There's only one that springs to mind that I don't know whether I ever want to rewatch. So it's not really refusing to watch it straight from the off. Though I am one of those people who has not seen all of Star Wars. Doesn't really interest me. I think I may have seen part of one of them when my husband's had it on. But it's not a refuse to watch. It's just doesn't really interest me. But the one that I don't think I will ever watch again is Schindler's List. It is a very, very well made film. I remember seeing it, I think I saw it in the cinema with my dad as a teenager, and I've never watched it since. Never watched it again since. I think the only thing that would make me watch it again is if I actually watched it with any of my children. I think it's something that people should watch, because ignorance can be bliss, but I don't know whether it's something that I would ever want to watch a second time. I think it had its impact, and yeah, I don't know if I'd ever want to watch that again. Ooh. Tried about 3 times to pick up that diamond then, and it wasn't having it. Determined to remember this top section. Must remember the blue travels. Okay. What job do you think you'd be really good at? Anything that involved diamond painting or organisation, I think. They're things that I enjoy, they're things that I've not got bored of in any way. I think something like that I would really enjoy, but I don't think there are necessarily jobs that are around that. I don't think YouTube is big enough, well, it's nowhere near big enough to become a full-time job. I think there are people that do make a full-time job out of it. Do not get me wrong, there are definitely people that make their careers on YouTube, but I don't think such a specific topic, such as diamond painting, could make that happen. Just don't think it's big enough. Don't think the audience is wide enough for that, but I do it because I enjoy doing it, not because I'm wanting to hit the mass audience and make a career out of it. I know it's not going to happen, it's a hobby. But yeah, I think I'd be good at it if there was an opportunity to do it. But yeah, anything to do with organisation possibly. I like to organise things and rearrange things and stuff like that, but I don't know whether again there's something like that that would be a good job. Okay, what pets did you have while you were growing up? Had a couple. So we did have a dog. I think we only had a dog until I was about 3. Her name was Sally. I remember her from pictures more than I remember her in person. I think that's just because of how old I was when we no longer had her. And then at home, well, as I was growing up, we had rabbits. So my sister and I had a rabbit each, or the 2 of them between us. I don't think we necessarily had one each. Not that I remember anyway. They were called Bubble and Squeak, and they were black and white rabbits, and we had those for quite a while in Stockton, and then I think when we moved to the town I'm currently in Warrington, they did go to sort of the local park / animal zoo place, more, you know, a small local thing than something big. Oh my goodness me, my diamonds are all over the place in that section. Give them a squeeze. That was the pets I tended to have as a child. My children they've had fish, and we did have a canary for a while, and that's pretty much been it. Not a huge pet person, not against them, but I'm allergic to cats, my son's allergic to dogs. So it's never really happened. Our house is enough of a madhouse with the children in it. Doesn't really need the added interest of pets. Maybe that will change when all the kids are fully grown up, because my husband would love a dog. So maybe that's something that will change, but not yet. Okay, where would you spend all your time if you could? At home. Straight, easy one to answer that one. Definitely at home. I love being at home. I do like going out to places as well, but I definitely like being at home. Did I put the right one on that one down there? I'm looking at this now and thinking, is that a different colour? Oh, that's why, it was a different symbol. I'm losing it. I'm thinking that was the same symbol, but it wasn't. It was an up arrow, was the one I placed down there, whereas these are ticks. It's nice to know I'm not going too loopy. So yeah, I like spending most of my time at home. I'm more than happy at home. Unfortunately, I seem to spend a lot of my waking time at work, but isn't that the same for most people? Right, so let's zoom back out. Oh, wrong way. You'd have thought I'd have learnt this by now, wouldn't you? But no. So we'll zoom back out, get my diamonds off the top, but look, we've finished that sort of swirl up there. I don't think, did we have, oh yeah, we did have some ABs in that. We had some over here. So we've only got 2 more days to go, and it'll be Christmas, so I hope you're getting excited. I'm getting quite excited now. I'm pretty much done, and the pressure's off, and if Christmas happened tomorrow, we'd be fine. That's the way I like to look at it. Yes, there are a couple more things that would make it ideal, but if something happened in life, then we could still enjoy Christmas. So that's the main thing. But anyway, there we go. I've waffled far too much for today, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow.